The Tough Toast in the top right, in orange, playing as the Abbasid dynasty. Sudsy Sugar bottom left has picked the Holy Roman Empire in red this time. Okay. And I think we're on...
Mind streaming, by the way, on Discord?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I always forget every time I switch games or whatever.
No worries.
We're on Dry Arabia, possibly? This I will actually check because I'm curious.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
The Stealth Forest. Is
Yeah,
it Dry Arabia?
Dry
Okay.
Arabia, Taiga Summer. They were happy to hear that you can choose the biome in H4 as well. These players, both H2 aficionados a little bit more. But the Tough Toast has recently fallen in love with the Abbasid dynasty in this game. Played it twice in a row against Squeaky G and won both games, so he's having a good time.
I've noticed that Tough Toast doesn't go second TC. I don't think I've seen him go second TC in game before, but I think it's incredibly good on Abbasid. It's probably the best civilization to go to town center, just because you get those cheaper villagers.
I think he did in the second game against Slightly Chewy against Squeaky G, but it was quite delayed, so we'll see if he's optimized that timing at all here. I don't know. Yeah, you definitely usually do want to just rush second town center with Abbasid though. Looks like Sudsy got that villager waypoint out there. Definitely something to consider improving on it. Maybe he wants to know which resource to send that villager to before he decides. As we actually are kind of already seeing... Okay, we got villagers being produced by both players. House of Wisdom coming in with the perfect snowman chain. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Very nice connect the dots there.
Look at that. Connect the dots. Great feature of Abbasid with that Golden Age tier structure count. The more buildings you collect, you connect with their areas of influence, the more gold you're going to be getting.
It's quite insane. It's like 15%, right? Resources?
Yeah, it's
very significant.
15% gather rate up to, and then it adds 15% research speeds, and then the 60 structure one is crazy. Bonuses all around with production speeds being added in as well. It's like an extra free academy. As we appear to have red workers on blue color. Did I press the wrong button here?
This looks very odd, yeah.
Wasn't he orange a second ago?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the colors. Suddenly we're red versus blue. Oh boy.
I'm gonna restart this.
Okay.
I can't handle it.
Oh look, there we go.
Back to orange. That's what we want. What?
Huh?
I mean, at least they're the right color now, and that's at least good enough for me.
Yep.
Let's catch up to where we were at. We have 2 civs. I mean, I guess HRE will be willing to go take deer. Abbasid not as much with their farming bonuses plus the berry bonuses. But these are a little bit exposed.
Yep, I think Contra showed us a pretty good HRE build last game. We'll see if Sudsy does something similar.
Yeah, that was well played. Just held back a little bit by some other choices in the game. But it was a little bit of rust, I think, as well. This forward stone for Sudsy Sugar is not great. I mean, this wood line, nice wood line. The gold, that'll do. But maybe consider the back stone if you're Sudsy in this situation.
Yeah, there's also not any room for knock and chapel.
Going on. I think somehow I turned on team colors because when I change viewpoint, it changes the color of the player.
It was under game, I think, right? It was under game at the top. You're under camera.
Oh, game.
Player colors at the top.
How did that happen? What?
Huh.
I've never looked at that tab before. Okay.
Maybe
well, we're back and we have the right color. Maybe there's a hidden hotkey to change to player color. I think there actually is. Crazy. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't think there's a good Aachen place here for Sudsy, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, this maybe would be one option where the barracks is going down now. I know Controversy always says focus wood and then food as priorities. Not really a good spot for that here.
Yep, the forests are small and they point away from the town center, so you won't get a lot of value.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of a bad Aachen map all around. I don't really see a good option here. The Tough Toast scouting his enemy out. Let's change perspective. Yeah, okay. Nothing crazy going on anymore. Aloish with that 4. Not bad. Tough Toast.
Getting economic.
Economic wing to start off. There was a... I think it was a Beastie Cutie How to Play Abbasid Season 3 video I recently watched. He's predicting major changes to how the Abbasid dynasty is played. For example, starting economic and then going military and then trade. It's like his new thing. We'll have to see if it takes off.
Yeah. It's hard to say if that's just at the highest level it might change or if it's going to be for everyone, but
Also
I think in theory it's because of I think what's it called, social wing or society wing, whatever the third one is called, gives you an upgrade that makes your text cheaper, but the other two that you get aren't actually very useful. So you're pretty much getting a whole age up just for one tech.
Yeah, and with the dynamics of the game, like I guess mostly at a high level right now, fighting starting in like feudal age, and then it happens earlier, and you want to get those upgrades earlier, then you can really reasonably get that technology to begin with. So it's debatable whether it's worth it, but I mean the current accepted whatever meta is definitely just culture second, so we'll probably see that out of the guy right now. Line work in the back.
Ooh.
I don't know. Let me check. How many games Sudsy has played as HRE?
So this is definitely an option here if you want to go for a more rush-heavy build, because you can go into the Burger Palace and then get all your upgrades and pump out troops. But in general, the Aachen Chapel, which we saw last game, tends to be better just because it scales very well late game.
Yeah, most of the time, the landmark choices that are the best are the ones that provide value continuously throughout the rest of the game. So like with the Abbasid Dynasty, this cheaper villager tech that you unlock from going with this wing will just it'll keep paying you back. The mine work basically is just a few extra barracks. When it gets down to it later on, it'll kind of peter out. But Aachen gives you a little bit more of an economic boost, especially when you get farms around it. Yeah, SudsySugar has played so far in this tournament 3 games, including three games, including this one, I think. One on English, one on French, and now one on Holy Roman Empire. So I think he's still trying to work his way around to what's the best option for him, but gotta respect the grind.
So see if Tough Toast gets his second town center here, because I like the connection.
He's already on tier 1.
Yep.
Okay, he's moving into stone now. I think
that's a good time.
The timing typically would be move on to the stone mining once you are aging up and once you get wheelbarrow.
True. I definitely think it could be optimized more.
You like go all gold onto stone after you have enough for this tech and for wheelbarrow. But hey, we're not here to optimize. None of us are ranked in ranked gameplay. Who cares, right? He's doing a great job.
Exactly. I also think that Tough Toast could even look for a third town center. It depends here on what his opponent does. So he's scouting, which is really good.
Yeah, he's got vision. Sorry, you don't get to see it that often. I had to
no, it's true. A rare landmark indeed.
But he knows this is here. He'll at least be able to click on it and read the tooltip if he doesn't know what's going on with it. He's faced against the Ichiri before, and I think he was he's been kind of preparing, asking me some leading questions. He's been asking in the chat too last week. about how best to play against the Holy Roman Empire, in the assumption that Controversy would be the other player in the grand final for this bracket. So, you know, maybe some plans kind of upset there. You might have to learn how to play against China. I don't know.
I find it a little curious that Tough Toast is building all these spearmen, just because spearmen don't tend to do well into man-at-arms, which is kind of Holy Roman Empire's bread and butter. And same with archers, they also don't do too well into man-at-arms.
Kind of
I
feels
think
like
we see some man-at-arms
just
as well.
units for units' sake, but we do have man-at-arms, and I think he scouted them too. I mean, he scouted the mine work, so that should be a pretty good sign.
No upgrades, no marching. Was it marching orders? I don't know what the Z upgrade is there, but
Also, I got the mine work and the burger mixed around again. This one is just blacksmith technologies, cheaper and faster. Yeah.
I think typically you go both of them though. If you go one, you typically go the other.
They definitely flow well together. I mean, the Tough Toast definitely likes to just blindly make spears at the start of most of the games that I've seen, which is probably a pretty safe play as long as you don't overcommit and then run into 30 man-at-arms.
Exactly. I think making a couple troops is good. In general, if you're not getting pushed, it's probably worth sending them out, maybe harassing a little bit, trying to get some damage. But
yeah, I mean, you got the scouting action here. You know what's happening on the map, so why not? Here they come.
Oh, here we go. Speaking of which,
About to walk across this gigantic wall from SudsySugar. I'm not sure if he's planning on walling the entire map off, but looks like he's going to be pushed back from this stone. He is on, okay, 244 stone.
this is I like the stone denial, but this is what I was worried about. These 3 man-at-arms could easily beat, I think, this army.
It looks like, we have 5 man-at-arms.
Or sorry, 5 man-at-arms.
And a prelate. Okay, he is focusing down the prelate at least for now. But yeah, the Tough Toast is going to be just pushed back by this small amount of units here. So definitely worth considering what your enemy is going to make and what they're making before you commit too heavily into unit types, I think, in this game. Maybe even harder than Age 2, like the unit counters.
You can see these man-at-arms are just 2v6ing here, almost winning.
They're going to get chipped down. But they will give Sudsy enough time at least to maybe make some decisions on the back end. We'll see what he does now. Looking for, maybe he's just microing the man-at-arms actually, now that I look at it. Going to that gold. Good stuff. The Tough Toast going Castle Age with the Culture Wing. We're probably going to see that technology cheaper upgrade soon. I don't remember what it's called. Also survival techniques. It's preservation of knowledge. My memory bank's caught up.
Aloish in chat's asking, what's a better counter than archers to, I assume, man-at-arms? So, in general, man-at-arms are an Age 3 unit, so you typically don't see it at Age 2, but Holy Roman Empire gets them earlier, and same with English. So, against the earlier man-at-arms, you typically
English gets them in Dark Age.
Yeah, English gets them at Dark Age, exactly. So, typically, you need crossbows, which are going to be in Age 3, so there really is no great counter to them. If you're a Civ that gets early knights, those can work. If you get a Civ that gets early man-at-arms, you can go even, of course. But in general, you really can't fight man-at-arms very well.
As Abbasid, Camel Archers are pretty good because they do more damage per shot. I think they do enough to like pass the magic threshold to do at least more than 1 damage per shot in the Feudal Age. And you can kite with them. But there's no real easy answer if you're in the Feudal Age and you see man-at-arms. Other than trying to drown them out.
Yeah, I wish this is a figured pike in front of archers for damage. It turns out that man-at-arms have like, I think it's 3 base armor. Maybe it's three.
So yeah, I guess the numbers 3 range armor, 3 melee armor, and these have now been, they haven't been upgraded, but they have 5 attack damage. So they're doing 2 damage per shot to a unit that has 120 health, so it's gonna take a while. I guess maybe your own man-at-arms now. I mean, now that you're in Castle Age, that's probably a pretty good play. The Abbasid Dynasty, I hadn't really looked at it as much, but they have really solid just infantry units too. They have some really strong upgrades. for their infantry.
They do. I think they're probably one of the better civs to rival the Holy Roman Empire, which is probably the best infantry civ in the game.
Yeah, for sure. But SudsySugar doing a pretty good job with pumping these units out. He's taking a few losses. He's at 35 out of 54 villager count there, and a lot of idols actually. But he, you know, he's at least putting up a fight on these raids. We've seen players just fold under this amount of pressure, so
Some good kiting too.
yeah, good kiting from the Tough Toast here. Wolf getting in on the action, trying to even the odds. And you can see that the Abbasid man-at-arms there was 4 armor, 4 range armor, 4 melee armor. These guys are early man-at-arms for the HRE. Since he's only age 2, they know that giving you a unit of full age early is like a little bit too much to ask for, you know? So they give him a little bit of a debuff and call him early version. The English get like Vanguard, and then they have to research early, and then they have to research the regular ones. So they get even more of a longer path.
Yep.
Since they start in the Dark Age. But all right, Sudsy cleaning that up, and now he knows that the threat has been eliminated for at least the next 15 seconds. Gonna be moving back on to focus on the eco.
Yeah, it's a great hold. I really like Sudsy's build, getting those man-at-arms out, because he, well, maybe didn't know, but hopefully knew that man-at-arms are incredibly strong for Holy Roman Empire, especially early.
I love how much importance unit choice has in Age. That's one of the big things that I love about the game.
Yep, there's definitely hard counters in this game, and you can definitely lose a 3-to-1 odds fight if you just made the wrong units.
Yeah. As we see this great wall of Germany coming up for SudsySugar, we'll see where he chooses, what gap he chooses to plug next. He's been mining stone all game, so plenty of stone to keep that up and push off.
Toast does have 820 stone. Wonder if he's. Oh, there's the second TC.
All attention has been on the other side of the map, but yeah, second TC is down now. Maybe a third, maybe a keep drop wouldn't be. I mean, there's a keep already, but a forward keep drop wouldn't be out of character for Aloysian here either. Market being chained into the golden age.
I love this attention to house detail.
Marvel in this chain of pearls right now. All the way down. He's gonna make it all the way to this TC too. Incredible stuff.
I wonder if he knows the exploit with the ghost buildings that still count.
I think that's still in the game, right? That hasn't been patched out.
It is. It's banned in tournaments, but technically in the game, you can place the foundation of a building, like the ghost of it, without actually building it, and it connects.
Pressing all the wrong buttons here. This here, so like this isn't built, but it still counts. So if you built something like next to this, you know, it'll still connect. So you can just blueprint if you have the resources, but it's like a threatened area.
You can also do it through Fog of War. So if you know someone has a wall somewhere, but you don't see it, you can actually build buildings through someone else's wall, even though because you don't see it yet.
That's crazy. Rams for this wall. I mean, even this wall, like as like memeable as it might look, with like the, you know, it's not really blocking anything per se, is still forcing the Tough Toast to make something in response, which is always something that you want to be doing in Age. Making your enemy react to your moves.
Yep, and we actually see Burgrave Palace for Sudsy, which is great. I think that's probably what you want to do here. Get some pressure on.
Yeah, that's gonna mesh well with the mine work as well. Although we do not see any researches from the mine work, so he's not gonna be using that civ bonus or that landmark bonus for anything just yet. But wheelbarrow, military academy from the Tough Toast up here. Mangonel. He's going for crossbows now. I think he knows too. Like crossbows are the move, but he just didn't have the tech for it in that earlier push. So good stuff. Here we go. Here's what I was trying to click on earlier. Yeah, so like this all counts, even though it's not been even tapped with one hammer yet.
Exactly.
Good amount of military production buildings too on the Tough Toast at this point in the game.
Yeah, the nice thing about that ghost building trick is if you have a forward base that you're attacking with and you have a bunch of production buildings there, you can build a bunch of place a bunch of houses without building them across the whole map, and then that will connect your your empire.
You can do that. I mean, same thing. HRE emergency repairs. Unless they patch that one, I'm pretty sure you can just chain the area of effect. If you have a TC over here, you got something you need to repair over here, just build ghost buildings to it as well, and it will allow you to do that. Also banned in tournaments. However, this tournament, no in-game exploits are banned. So, you know, I guess you can. I'll make fun of you if you do, though.
Yeah, we're also seeing stone walls in feudal, which is also banned in tournaments. But
yeah.
Oh, we are seeing all the upgrades coming through for Sudsy here.
He's clicking them.
I assume they're through the mine work. That's good. Yeah, he's getting the most important one too, which is the move speed one.
Aloysian going for like an APM check or something here, I guess. Maybe a little bit of pressure just because. It's causing a little bit of idle time. And SudsySugar, I don't remember if his other two games, if he lost to Sacred Site, but he's walling one of these in. I think he at least knows, like I've told him, Sacred Site's a thing in this game, and this is what it does. So good placement on those walls. If you're gonna build walls, build them where?
Something both players could do here is they could drop down their monastery and pick up relics. I don't think anyone's picked up any relics yet.
This is a very protracted Castle Age late game no fighting scenario. You definitely want to be getting those holy units out, collecting relics, especially HRE. You can even if you don't go for that Aachen Chapel or for the Regnitz Cathedral, you can still put them in like towers and castles and things, and they provide pretty significant bonuses to the buildings that you put them in. So definitely worth prioritizing relics.
I think the outposts with relics give even more vision than a Chinese scout, which we saw last game.
It's nuts. Yeah. And we are getting man-at-arms out of the Burgrave. Research is out of the mine work here. The other side of the map, 5. Oh boy, we're getting close. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 6 Rams right now. 6 Rams. See if he goes up anymore.
2-to-1 villager lead here for Tough Toast. That just shows you the power of the 2 town centers.
The 2 town center. The years of age gaming. Stable blacksmith now. Is that a second blacksmith? I mean, I guess if you want to go for like a quick Imperial push, doubling up those researches can't hurt.
Yep, I don't mind it. Makes sense to me. I think it goes upgrades faster.
Looks like we got about 5 seconds to Ram Ranch.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. And okay, went military upgrade there.
Look at those upgrades coming in.
Priest axles, all these, and composite bows. Reduce reload time of archers. That's in the military wing. Pretty sure. Or maybe it's a university.
Maybe not.
Or madrasa.
Ah.
Gotta be one of these. No?
Is it
he have 2 of
blacksmith?
these? Is it a unique blacksmith tech? Where is this coming through right now?
Unless it's just an archery range upgrade.
Could just be in the archery range, I guess. Yeah. We got a little time. There we go. Okay.
Hey, there it is.
Unique archery range upgrade. Improved processing. Trade, Abbasid trade. I mean, you can just go for the trade wing now, I guess. I don't know how confident you are at your position in the game, but what's the military looking like for our HRE player? 19 man-at-arms with 4 more in queue. 23 crossbows. Say those guys aren't going to last too long. It's the Rams take down that wall in Microseconds. The ranch is here.
And with it comes the worst pathing in the game.
Man, the units bumping into each other in this game is really something else. This might be the only fight we see this game. Let's get down into it. Villagers fighting alongside their fellow military units. The wall has been passed through. Response? A few more man-at-arms in the queue. Getting them going. Burgrave Palace, there it is.
Ooh, I'm worried. That's a lot of crossbows.
If you're Holy Roman Empire in this situation, maybe horsemen with man-at-arms would be a good move. I mean, definitely you want to throw in Lance Connect if you're fighting man-at-arm to man-at-arm like this.
Definitely. That gives you the killing power you need to wipe out the front line.
Oh man, the crossbows are melting those guys. And now we've got the siege in the base. Red has not have long for this world. A lot of gold, a lot of wood, but I mean, not okay. Well, I looked.
You just have to look at the resource
side
rates. Yeah. We got what, double the food production.
Architects. I mean, what are we at here? It's, 1,000, about 1,600, 1,800 maybe total. And yeah, so it's like 4K on the other side, 4.5.
That's just the villager difference there. That's just the two town centers.
Yep. Rams are on the main TC. SudsySugar is still in Castle Age as well, so only one more landmark to go, and the game will be over. Let's check out. Oh, the sound effect plays twice in a row as we get both buildings destroyed in a row. Let's just let's check this out real quick while we have the chance.
It's beautiful.
He is on the 3rd level as well. Incredible stuff. May have just spotted that last building. And Sudsy looks like he's trying to repair that TC, but doesn't have really any options left right now.
Yeah, it looks like Sudsy's just fell too far behind. It was just a game of economy. Both players pushing for big economies. Tough Toast just had more.
Second TC play, consistent villager production allowed him to keep it up. These Rams are on the final landmark. I'm just going to make the entire stream dizzy for a minute. And that's the game.